steady, and here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Myself Deepak. I'll be asking you questions regarding yoga and spirituality, right? Whenever you feel whatever comes to your head, truthful, please answer like that. Yes, don't make it up. Ready?
Okay.
Starting with what's your name?
Sophia.
Please? Okay. Where are you from, Sophia?
From Bulgaria.
Okay. What do you do here?
Well, I'm here for yoga class.
Okay. In London, what do you do?
Oh, I'm working here.
Okay, that's nice. What's your name?
I'm Zara.
Zara from?
Zara from Bulgaria.
From China. Also.
Yeah. Yes.
What do you do?
I work in the fitness. I work as a personal trainer.
So, is she your sister?
Yes.
How is she?
We're sisters.
How is she more fitter than you then?
That's not true.
Because you train her.
I train
You
her
can say I train her.
3 times a week.
What's your name, gentlemen?
Yeah, my name's Dominic. I was born here in London, but I'm originally Armenian.
Very nice. What do you do, Dominic?
I'm an airline pilot.
That's beautiful.
And I'm flight planning. I do flight planning, so I prepare the routes and he flies.
Okay, that's what she prepares in
I
her car.
can't fly.
Well.
Right. So you have been in London since you were born, and
Yeah.
you have been here for a really long time as well, right?
Yeah, 5 years. Thanks.
5 years is a lot. You might be getting passports soon.
Exactly.
Yes. So,
Same for me.
huh?
Same for me.
Same for you. You have to just follow her all the time, right? Ready?
Not the other way around.
So, I will be asking you questions regarding yoga and spirituality, right? Do you do yoga, Dominic?
No, I've never done yoga in my life.
That's more beautiful. So, whatever comes to your mind, you can answer that, right? Today is your first class, by the way, yes?
Yes.
And you're paying £1,000 for one class.
Yeah.
Are you excited? Ready?
It's the same for me. So
First time you're
Yes.
practicing. That's
2,000
beautiful. £2,000 in the pocket.
I thought it was buy one, get one free.
Have you been practicing?
I did a few classes. That's why I got it free today.
Okay, that's nice. So question starts here. Question starts here. First question, right? When you hear the word yoga, what comes to your mind? Starting with Dominic, because he has never practiced. What comes to your mind?
Kind of spirituality, you know, a bit of freedom of the body. So a way to relax and kind of be a bit spiritual. The word that comes to my mind is spiritual.
So when you hear the word yoga, instantly you get connected to spirituality. Like
Yeah.
there's something spiritual.
Yeah, but spirituality within yourself, so maybe not
Okay.
religion related, but
Not religion related.
Yeah.
And that's your view after never ever practiced or heard about yoga, right?
yeah.
That's beautiful. Nothing to do with religion, but you feel something spiritual.
Yes.
Zara, what do you think?
To me, it comes the word peace. Peace first,
Sorry?
and then peace.
Peace.
Yes, but because I practice a few times, then it comes the mind and body connection. So you start to feel your body.
So you felt before that yoga is something related to peace, but then you practiced and you realized it's
It's
in mind
more
and
as
body.
well. Yes.
Okay, that's beautiful.
For me, it's similar. I relate it to meditation somehow.
Okay, so when you hear the word yoga, you imagine meditation.
And flexibility.
Okay, that's beautiful.
So,
That's
no,
completely
that's
not
good combination.
have been practicing, just heard about it or imagined, right? You
Yes.
come up with this understanding. Yoga is something which is meditation related or flexible, right? That's beautiful. Spiritual, mind, body, and peace, and flexible. Now, another question, right? When you see people carrying yoga mats and walking around, and when you see them, yes, in London, all around, if you're heading towards your work, coming from the work, or just for a lay walk or whatever, joy walk, what do you think when you see somebody walking with the mat?
Well, I wish I was one of those people.
Okay.
Because I'm not very sport person, so the fact that they're doing it, it's
So you
just
would
some
be,
more discipline.
so you feel
Maybe.
inclined towards having a mat and practice yourself as well.
Yes.
Okay, that's like you feel getting invited that you wish that you would have practiced, right? That's beautiful. What do you think when you see?
I don't think especially today.
Yeah.
I think it's the dedication to paying attention to your mind.
Okay, so somebody who is disciplining themselves by doing yoga, that's what you think?
Not only discipline, but especially because it's yoga and it's the mat. Because it's dedication to paying attention to the mind, how you know, to be calmer, to learn to feel.
So when you see somebody walking with the mat,
Yeah.
that thought goes in your head.
Yes.
Okay, what happens to you, gentlemen?
Yeah, well, if I see someone walking with a yoga mat, instantly I think that's someone that looks after themselves.
Okay.
The fact that they do yoga means that they're trying to, to take care of themselves, perhaps to relax. So yeah, generally it's a positive image that comes from
Okay, when you see and that's what crosses your mind, that's beautiful. Now, what if it is a guy walking with a yoga mat or a girl walking with a yoga mat? Does it make any difference in your thought?
No.
Or some old person walking with the mat or a young kid?
The older it is, the more respect I could get.
Okay, the older person is walking with the mat, the more you
Yeah.
feel. What if a guy is walking with a mat or a young kid?
Well, it will still be like some form of respect because they're
Okay.
doing it. It doesn't matter if it's guy or girl.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. It doesn't matter, guy or girl. Do not
Me too.
just say
Yeah,
what your
say
sister
it,
just
but
said.
just I
Say
would
your
say-
own answer.
I would say that because I'm a personal trainer as well, so I see a lot of female, they are drawn towards the yoga classes, and men, they don't go to the class and they think it's a
Okay.
female class.
Okay.
But it's not, it shouldn't be like this. So when I see a man with a yoga mat, it should be good because it's not just female sport.
That's
it's for
nice.
everyone.
And it's not sport, by the way.
Okay.
Yes, Dominic. Do you find any difference?
Yeah, I mean, similar to what Zara said, I feel like women are more inclined to do yoga than men. However, I've noticed in a few years a kind of shift in the norm. That it's more like 50-50 split. And yeah, it's something which I've actually been quite interested to get into myself. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's nice. So next time I see you, you will be with a mat as well.
Today I was with two, so at least you get one.
Do you all think that a person who practices yoga is a bit more conscious towards the way of living, or you see other people with other sort of fitness, they are more aware? Do you see the difference, or it's same?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's the yoga.
It's not,
Yeah.
I feel the difference, yes.
Okay.
It's like the man practicing yoga is more down to earth compared to the other ones. And
Okay.
it's like,
The other ways are in heaven. No. The question, understand please. A person, man, women, or whosoever, is in yoga practice, and a person who is just lifting weights or doing other training, who do you think is more conscious towards life as a whole, not just having
of
muscles?
course.
Who is more aware? What comes to your head?
Yeah, the ones that practice yoga.
Okay, they are more aware. You think that they would be more aware. What do you think?
Same yoga.
Okay.
I have a slightly different opinion. I think they both they both look after themselves in different ways.
Yes.
Perhaps the guys that go and do weights and stuff, they don't know much about yoga, whereas their way of looking after themselves is more, benching and doing weights.
So you think both is good discipline, well
Yeah,
disciplined.
exactly.
Okay.
And each to their own. Everyone has a different decision.
Discipline, yes. So now same question, something added to it. When I say that way of life as whole, it is more about conscious choice towards reducing material holding, conscious choice towards eating like more animals, more, or being towards understanding. No matter you were born and raised in certain family where you eat meat, but with yoga practice you feel like, oh, I don't need just for the taste, I need for the health. And same can I move with some other food habits. Like there are people who turn to veganism, there are people who turn to vegetarian, There are people who turn to the way they were raised. Yes? Does it make any difference to be vegan, vegetarian, or just purely the way you were raised? Do you see any difference?
I think people should follow what's healthy
Yes.
rather than their beliefs. I mean, how they've been raised.
So what's healthy for you is more important, you think?
Well, I think there should be some balance
Okay.
between meat and
Okay. What we notice, and the research says, the more spiritual a person becomes, or mindful, no matter if they are lifting weights or doing yoga, they incline towards more vegetarian and vegan.
And
Over a
fasting.
period of time.
Yes,
fasting.
Huh?
Fasting?
Fasting as well.
as well. Yeah.
Also, when health problem happens, and doctor says that take care of your diet, so they ask to reduce the meat consumption and they ask more plant-based and this and that, right? Yes. So when you see somebody with yoga mat, yes, in Western countries, especially in London, not necessarily that person is vegan or vegetarian. Like you said, it
Yeah.
can be a balanced one, right? But do you think, in terms of balance, yes, people just say that balance and they end up doing whatever they want and adulterate the practices of, like you said, spiritual? What do you think?
Not too sure. I wouldn't really necessarily think they go to get vegetarians or vegans, but I don't know. You mentioned the research, so I don't know. Maybe
Research,
is
when we say research, research is simple as we take certain people who has practiced 5 years of workout weights, and these people who have worked out for 40 years on steroids and meat and whatnot, after getting health conditions, and they do so, they now making videos themselves and saying, be careful from the beginning. You understand what I mean by research? Same with somebody who has been practicing yoga for 10, 15 years. They have felt that shift from within, right? It has to do nothing with religion.
yeah.
It's just the mind gets sorted, right? So it won't happen with one class we practice and you feel the difference, but when you will practice yourself, you will see. But the question is, when you see your friends or any family, have you seen anybody shifting their food habits or things? Have you ever seen? In your near dear friends or family or?
Yes, but not towards vegetarianism more.
But more mindful eating.
Yeah,
Yes. Towards the people
Yes.
generally, yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
Mindful eating than just having everything and anything, right? What about you?
Me too, yeah, most of the time. They are vegan, they going vegan. So it's become like a
Trend?
Yeah, it's a trend as well, but
But
I mean,
they do it because of health, not
Yeah.
just because of trend.
yeah,
right?
most
Yeah, I've noticed a couple of friends shifting more towards the vegan diet. But on top of that, I worked with a colleague last year, an older guy who was about 60 years old,
Wow.
and he was in really good shape. He was an engineer at my previous company, and he didn't look 60, he looked more like 40.
Wow.
And I asked him, like, yeah, man, what's your secret? He said he wakes up and every morning he actually does yoga in the hotel room, and he's quite picky about what he eats. So
Okay.
that kind of got me thinking a bit about yoga and the effects it could have. If you change your diet and your lifestyle, you could potentially look younger for longer, be more fit and healthy.
That's really nice. So he's looking what's happening around and basically he wants the tip to be like that, right? So today's your first class, let's see how far it goes and how much of yoga you do. Okay, apart from yoga, do you think when you see people in certain dress code with yoga, do you agree with that dress code?
Dress code, you mean?
The way you see people,
Yes, in sports.
sports clothes like nylon and all, do you agree with that clothing? Is it nice? Like yourself, what
To
you're
me-
wearing the top now, is it cotton or nylon?
Cotton?
Cotton. Pant is cotton as well, right? So that you see, it can be nylon or thin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Does it make a difference if you wear cotton or nylon? What do you think?
As long as you're convenient and you're going to do some sports, so you should feel
Okay,
convenient. So
we are not talking about sport. We are talking about practice, yoga.
okay, I thought yeah. I thought just any kind of
Okay,
sports.
so when you see yoga, you also think of sport as well?
No, because of the example you gave, and I
Okay.
mentioned just any random people with
No,
sports.
people with yoga mats.
Okay.
When you see them, when you see, how do you feel in this kind of clothing and
So
that
maybe
kind
that
of
one is more appropriate then.
clothing? Okay, that's what you feel.
Probably yes.
Okay, let me tell you, we recommend loose and comfortable cotton clothing.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Loose and comfortable cotton clothing, pure cotton, 100% if possible, and loose and comfortable. Whereas nowadays it is trend and we get influenced by advertise and things. We see on the board somebody looking in a certain way, they spend millions, billions to promote those products. Basically this kind of brands with some logo. The more the designer logo, the more expensive it is.
Yeah.
So even though you were wearing cotton, you felt that is more appropriate,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because it looks like tight
It's like,
and
yes.
comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like so.
But the recommended dress code for yoga is loose and comfortable, so your body can breathe. Whereas it is more like for people who practice gymnasts or contortionists,
Yeah.
who
Yeah, right.
they wear because they want something to grip their joints to be more working as a workout or a sport.
Point.
Whereas yoga has to do something else. So you get the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
quite
you-
interesting
Yeah.
actually.
So you are in perfect clothing. So grass is greener on the other side of it, right? Do you think or not?
Yeah, I mean, it's a common misconception because stereotypically when you think of yoga and the adverts and you see on TV
Yeah.
and movies,
Yes.
people wearing like gym
Yeah.
clothes.
Perfect. So you see, you are aware towards it. Gym-like clothes and like
Yeah.
go on. That's correct. That's proper. He found out exactly that what shift because he has never practiced.
Yeah.
But you have been aware and you've been watching because of advertisement. They're showing gym clothes, same clothes during yoga and bending and all that, and people tend to copy because they are not aware, no clue. Anyway, you have never practiced, so I can't ask you further what's the difference you feel when you do practice with some Western teacher or Indian teacher. There is no question. But you have practiced, right? Couple of yoga
But
classes.
just with
Me.
Indian teacher.
Indian teacher. So you need to practice with some Western teachers as well,
Okay,
and
then
then
you know.
you will be able to see the difference
But,
between
yeah.
yoga practices
Okay.
in Indian and that way, right? Do you feel comfortable practicing yoga, or do you think
Yeah.
it will convert you in some religion?
I don't really.
Okay.
I'm comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. Like I said, I think it's a spiritual thing, but I don't think it's tied to any religion.
Okay. Did you ever thought that yoga is for sick and old people only?
No.
No.
No, I actually feel more younger people do it than older people.
That's the perception in Western countries. Now it's getting better in India, but in India people considered, mostly the younger generation thought that yoga is just for old and sick. That's what
So
the
that-
perception was. But now because of all this kind of social media, people watch and they see all this designer clothes and bending, so they want to do as well. But still there is this kind of concept in India that people who has bloating, asthma, diabetes, arthritis and cardiac problem or mental issues, they do yoga. That's
That
what the
heals
perception is.
That heals them.
And that helps them because
Injection is the-
yes, because yoga has to do with the lifestyle. It is about discipline, like he said. It can be the workout discipline, He doesn't see the difference, which is true as well. But when it comes to yoga, it's whole lifestyle change. Lifestyle change in a way that you find where you make mistakes with your own self. It can be called like self-abuse or self-harm in a very subtle way, like example, eating chocolates. It can be eating certain kind of food which you like but doesn't suit you, you still pop in. And you never become aware towards it. With yoga, all we do is we become aware. When we become aware, people might be there. Zara might tell you, I'm into fitness, don't do this, don't do that. But then you might say, I am elder to you, I know more. You understand? Like it can happen. People can say, I know why this and what not. So the point is, when it comes to yoga, it is more of a lifestyle, which in India also people are not aware. They think yoga has to do something with old and sick or some kind of pose. You understand? But when people who are really affluent or what do you call it, celebrities, when they come and say, oh, yoga, not necessarily they must have done it like yoga is yoga, but still when they talk about the benefit, people become all like, oh, yoga is something good. Example, if you are from Western country, if you say, oh, they might think about it, and their parents might be saying every day, they will never think. It happens, right? In every family as well. Like your parents might be giving you best advice, but you say, I know more. It's true or not? That's common in every country, right? So without doing any further questions, let's move on to yoga mats.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Thank you for answering questions. Again, your name is?
Sophia.
Svetozara.
Dominic.
So Dominic, Sophia and Sweet Zara. Thank you for your time and patience. Ready?
Thank you.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Also repeat with me. Do
Do
whatever you want to do,
want to do,
but don't do
do
drugs.
drugs.
Let's repeat once more. Do whatever you want to do. Do double. So do whatever you want to do. Do double.
do
Double.
Yeah.
But don't do drugs.
But don't do
Ready? 1, 2, 3. We together say. Do whatever you want to do double, but don't do
drugs.
good. Nice. Sweet Zara.